Do you love popcorn and candied nuts, but don't know how to avoid the costs and preservatives of the store-bought ones? Well, I've got you covered. That's exactly what we are going to talk about in today's video. My name is Tiffany, and I am so excited you're here. I help busy millennials who feel overwhelmed in the kitchen learn new skills to create quick, healthy meals with wine pairings. Check out my link in the description below. Follow me on social media for daily tips, tricks, recipes, and inspiration. And while you're there, be sure to grab your copy of my weeknight recipe guide and basic food and wine pairing guide so you can start saving time, money, and energy in your kitchen right away today. And while you're there, hit that subscribe button because I'm dropping videos like this every week, and I would hate for you to miss out on the next tip or trick right here inside my tasting room. In this video, we are going to talk about how my new friend, the electric pop and stir, can help you make your own popcorn in minutes, your own candied nuts in minutes, and other fun ways that you can make healthy snacks and homemade gifts right in your own kitchen. And that's not all. I also have a super simple strategy to help you create the perfect beverage pairing experience for your next adult gathering, so be sure to stick around until the end. Let's get started. So first, I want to introduce you to my friend, the electric pop and stir. Now, this is an amazing power tool that not only does popcorn, it also does nuts, but it can do so much more. So this electric pop and stir comes with two different settings, the popcorn setting and the nut setting. And to help you out, it comes with this super easy start guide that walks you through step by step on how to do popcorn and how to do the nuts. And it is so much fun for the entire family. You can upgrade family movie night, you can upgrade your road trip snacks, as well as some healthy after school snacks and homemade gifts. When it comes to the popcorn, you are going to grab your handy start guide and follow along. So with these steps, it is going to take half a cup of popcorn with 2 tablespoons of oil, or if you prefer, you can do 2 tablespoons of butter. And that is all you need to create some healthy popcorn that is also going to make your house smell just like the movie theater. Now this cover, really cool tip here, doubles as a lid. So the lid doubles as a bowl. Words are hard sometimes, but it is a 2-in-1 right there for you. Now the little blue part here is also a vent. So that is going to help while you're popping popcorn, and then it just twists. You can snap it back on, and you've got your popcorn in the bowl ready for the couch for everyone to lounge on movie night. But popcorn is not the only thing. It can do so much more than that. Now, before we jump into the other creations, I want to hear from you. When it comes to popcorn, are you team sweet or team salty? Drop your vote in the comments. When it comes to popcorn, the possibilities are endless. You can use the oil or butter, just like it recommends in the start guide, but you can also doctor up that popcorn right before serving. For a limited time, we have got our ranch popcorn and French toast popcorn seasonings back in stock. Both of them are fan favorites and have been for years. The ranch popcorn seasoning actually doubles as a ranch dip mix, so perfect for veggies and chips. And the French toast seasoning makes that popcorn taste just like kettle corn, but it's also a fun twist on buttered toast with a nice cinnamon sugar flavor. We also have a smoked Gouda, which is delicious on popcorn, as well as mac and cheese, and you can make a fun veggie dip with that as well. But that's not all. If you're looking for a fun Mexican twist, chili lime is delicious on popcorn. You can also do everything but the pizza seasoning for a nice pizza twist, Our Greek seasoning and Italian seasonings are fun to add a little bit of flavor. The sky is the limit when it comes to that flavored popcorn. Now, in addition to popcorn, this electric pop and stir also does candied nuts. So we don't need the lid when it comes to the nuts, but just like with the popcorn, you are going to have step-by-step in this handy quick start guide to help you with the nuts. So when it comes to making candied nuts, you have a maximum of 1 cup that you are going to put in there with half a cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons water, and then for the traditional candied nuts, you will add in some vanilla and cinnamon. But again, the possibilities are endless when it comes to the candied nuts. Now with the nuts, you can actually watch them stir. We don't need the lid because they're not going to pop like the kernels of popcorn. But instead, you just have this little metal piece that is going to constantly rotate around, helping the nuts stay moving, get evenly coated, and prevent any burning. So you might be used to making candied nuts or roasting nuts in the oven, and every few minutes you need to stir them on the sheet pan. You don't need to worry about that with this because it does that rotating for you, saving you time and energy. Now, in addition to the candied nuts, again, the sky is the limit with those seasonings. You can make your own pumpkin pie spice for a fun fall twist. Our everything but the pizza seasoning is also delicious on nuts. If you're looking for a little sweet and salty, add some cayenne pepper to that cinnamon vanilla mixture. And of course, chili lime, Greek, and Italian are fun twists for theme nights and those nuts. But before we jump into some other options that you can use with this electric pop and stir, I want to remind you to hit the subscribe button because I'm dropping videos like this every week, and I would hate for you to miss out on the next tip or trick that is shared right here inside my tasting room. Now, the most common nut that people are using in this electric pop and stir are almonds, but it also works great with cashews, pecans, walnuts, and a mixture of them all. And with it being the fall season launching, this is also a fun way to roast your pumpkin seeds. A little fact, did you know that when you are carving that pumpkin for Halloween and roasting that squash for your holiday get-togethers, those seeds are edible? Simply lay them out on a sheet pan to dry overnight, and you can roast them right in this electric pop and stir. Again, saving you time and energy compared to roasting them in the oven on a sheet pan. Now, lots of people have been having fun making their own pumpkin pie seasoning to go with those roasted pumpkin seeds. One of my favorite is a sweet and salty combination, which is very similar to the candied nuts that comes in your start guide, but you are going to add in about 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne, less if you want more sweet and less spice. But just that little bit of cayenne is a nice spicy twist to go along with those pumpkin seeds. Now, another fun way to be using this electric pop and stir is roasting chickpeas, also known as garbanzo beans. Now, I know that there are a lot of people out there, me included, that are used to roasting the chickpeas in the air fryer. But you don't have to do that anymore. Or if you don't have an air fryer, you don't need to worry. Again, you don't need to roast them on a sheet pan either because you can roast them right inside your electric pop and stir. And as you are playing around with those fun creations and seasoning mixes, you have got yourself some homemade gifts from the heart ready to share with your friends, family, and others. You can put those mixes, the nuts mixed together, or leave them separate. Have your popcorn in little gift bags ready to go. Tie a ribbon, have a heartfelt note on there. Gifts from the heart mean everything. And in these days, something from the heart is so much better than a physical item. It means more, it's healthier, plus it's going to save you a little bit of money as well. Now, if you're ready to keep this momentum going, I have got 3 beverage pairing tips to help you create the perfect beverage pairing experience, whether it is on your next family movie night with popcorn and nuts or your next holiday gathering with a full 3-course dinner. Tip number 1, as a general rule, red with red and white with white. So generally, red wine is going to go best with your red meat and red tomato-based sauces, whereas white wine will go best with your white meat and creamy garlic-based sauces. But that's not always the case, which leads us to tip number 2, consider your sides and seasonings. Now, when it comes to pairing a wine with an entire meal, you need to look at the entire meal. Consider the flavors that are coming together. For example, if you have a nice steak with some crushed peppercorn, a little bit of garlic and basil, that's going to go best with a red wine such as a Cabernet Sauvignon or a Syrah. If you're serving that steak with some homemade bruschetta or a red-based pasta dish, you're going to want to continue with that medium or full-bodied red wine. However, if that steak is being served with garlic mashed potatoes and honey roasted carrots, you no longer want that medium to full-bodied red wine, but instead a lighter red wine or even an aromatic white wine to go along with those flavors. So you could go with a Pinot Noir or another aromatic white such as a Sauvignon Blanc that is going to accent the honey in those roasted carrots and the garlic mashed potato in there to still bring everything together with the steak. So it's also going to accent the garlic flavors that you've seasoned the steak with. And tip number 3, sweet likes heat. So when it comes to spicy food, think Mexican, Indian, and curry dishes, you want a sweet wine to counteract that heat. And it's actually going to tone down the spiciness quite a bit as well. So even if you are not a fan of spicy food, when you try that spicy food with a sweet wine, you might just be surprised. Now, on the other hand, if you are wanting to accent that spice, pour yourself a glass of a dry wine and it is going to do just that. But remember, I warned you it was going to get spicier. Now, if you're ready to learn even more, be sure to click the link in the description below to download your copy of my free basic food and wine pairing guide so you can start saving time, money, and energy in your kitchen and become the wine pairing guru in your social circle right away today.